Hey everyone, welcome back to Ancient Monsters. Serious. Today we're diving into the brutal realities of ancient life. Times when survival was a daily grind and death could be downright horrific. Dramatic. We're talking shark attacks, amputations, and even ritual sacrifices. Enthusiastic. Buckle up, because our ancestors went through some wild stuff. Thoughtful. Let's start with the oldest known shark attack victim, a 3,400-year-old hunter-gatherer from Japan's Jomon culture, nicknamed Suomo 24, found in 2021 near the Seto Inland Sea, Grim. His skeleton was a mess. Over 790 deep lacerations covered his arms, chest, abdomen, and hands. At first, researchers thought these were from metal weapons, but the Jomon didn't have those. The V-shaped cuts matched modern shark attack wounds, pointing to a tiger or great white shark. Sad, this poor guy lost both feet and his left hand, likely while fighting for his life in an unprovoked ambush. Found in a burial site, not at sea, it seems his fishing buddies tried to save him, but could only bury him after he died. Relieved. Now, not every story ends in tragedy. Let's talk about the world's oldest known amputation, dating back 31,000 years in Borneo. In 2020, scientists found a young adult in Liang Tibo cave. Surprised, missing their left leg and foot. Impressed. The cut was clean, healed, and purposeful, done with a sharpened stone tool, no painkillers. Amazed, this ancient surgeon avoided veins, arteries, and infection, a feat even modern medicine struggles with, as up to 40% of amputations today get infected. The person survived into adulthood, navigating rugged terrain with one leg, likely with help from their community. Admiring. Talk about resilience. Somber. But humans could be cruel too. Take the Neolithic site in Saint-Paul-Trois-Châteaux, France, from 5,500 years ago. 3 women were found buried together, horrified too, in contorted positions under heavy grindstones, suggesting they were buried alive. Their arms and legs were tied, possibly to their necks, mimicking a torturous mafia-style killing called incapretamento. Chilling. This was likely an agricultural sacrifice tied to a silo-shaped structure aligned with the solstice. Appalled. Organized? Yes. Twisted? Absolutely. Intrigued. Then there's the La Brea woman, found in Los Angeles' tar pits. Serious. A 10,000-year-old murder victim. Grim. Her skull had a fracture and a hole from a human-inflicted blow, not an animal. Standing just 4 feet 10 inches, she lived on a gritty diet that wrecked her teeth. Paleo-Indians knew to avoid tar pits, so someone likely dumped her there. Thoughtful. Was it her own group or a rival? We don't know. But she's LA's oldest known murder case. Surprised. Drowning in a desert? Yup, it happened. In Chile's Atacama Desert, a 5,500-year-old man was found with diatoms, algae, in his bones, proof he drowned. Living on the coast, he likely got caught while foraging in the sea. His body showed arthritis, worn legs from squatting, and signs of a tapeworm infection from bad fish. Disgusted. 3 others, a man, a woman, and an infant, died around the same time, but without diatoms, ruling out a tsunami. Maybe he just had a bad dive. Thoughtful. And then there's trepanning, an ancient surgery where holes were drilled into skulls, dating back to 6,500 BC in France. Up to 33% of people at one site had this done, often for spiritual reasons or to treat head wounds. Somber. With no anesthesia and only stone tools or seashells, less than 40% survived, dying from infection, blood loss, or brain trauma. Appalled. Imagine enduring that for a headache. Life back then was no joke, and the girl of the Akta Moor, or Mora, proves it. Found in a German bog, this 17 to 19-year-old Iron Age teen had 2 healed skull fractures, a benign tumor, spinal curvature, and inflamed legs from hard labor. Malnutrition and sickness plagued her childhood. Yet she survived until a freak accident, not murder, likely took her out. Sad, found naked and alone, someone might have hidden her body in the bog. Finally, meet the first known plague victim, a 5,000-year-old Latvian hunter-gatherer. A rodent bite infected him with Yersinia pestis, the bacteria behind the Black Death. He died around 20, kicking off a disease that had claimed millions. Somber. Nature and humans made life brutal back then, with cannibalism, dismemberment, and mass murders not uncommon. Darkly. Compared to that, today's world feels a bit kinder. Relieved. Energetic. Thanks for joining me on this wild ride through ancient history. Enthusiastic, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time on Ancient Monsters.